Okay, we've got here information about two classes, X and Y, and the information in this table, which contains the lowest score, highest score, quartiles and medians, are all in terms of X's and Y. X is for the X class and Y is for the Y class. We've been given two simultaneous equations, effectively the median score, linking between class X and class Y, and the interquartile range, also linking between class X and class Y. So if we put in our X's and Y's for both those two equations, we should be able to solve for X and Y. And then we may be able to answer the question that follows. Okay, so dealing with the medians. It says that the median score for class X was half that of class Y. Okay, so that we can say that X squared minus 3 is equal to half the median. So therefore I get that 2x squared minus 6 is equal to y squared minus y. So that's equated the medians. Now the interquartile range. The interquartile range for class X, which is this guy minus this guy, is 3 times the interquartile range for class Y, this guy minus this guy. Okay, writing that all down. The left-hand side, I didn't really need to put these terms in a bracket here, but I've got 4x's minus an x, so this is 3x. And the numbers, I've got a positive 2 and a negative 2, so they will just cancel. And that is equal to 3. Looking at these brackets, I've got a 3y here, and take away 2y, so I'm left with y, and I've got a 1 here, taking away 2, which is minus 1. The 3's cancel, and we're left with that x is equal to y minus 1. So effectively, that's our equation 1 in our simultaneous equations, and this is equation 2. Okay, substitute 2 into 1. That means that every time we see an x squared, we replace it with y minus 1. So therefore, 2y minus 1 squared, that's my 2x squared, minus 6. I'm going to put these all on the left-hand side. So this is minus y squared plus y is equal to 0. Okay, multiplying this bracket out, I get 2 multiplied by y squared minus 2y plus 1 minus 6 minus y squared plus y is equal to 0. Therefore, 2y squared minus 4y plus 2 minus 6 minus y squared plus y equals 0. Therefore, putting these terms together, I've got 2y squared, take away y squared, which is y squared. The y's, I've got negative 4, positive 1, which is negative 3y, and the numbers negative 4 is equal to 0. Not a difficult factorization. Two numbers that multiply together to be 4, whose difference is 3. This is going to be 4 and 1. We get a y here and a y there. I hope you can see that that's going to have to be negative and that's going to have to be positive. So therefore I get y is equal to 4 or y is equal to negative 1. And for this table to be sensible, I think you can see, given that y must be positive for this table to work, we can reject the negative solution here. So y is 4. So coming over here, if y equals 4, x using 2, x is equal to 4 minus 1. X is equal to 3. So we've got our two solutions. So we can put some values on our table, and I'll write these just over the top. So we've now got to answer this question. Michael scored 17 in the exam. Complete the sentence. Michael was top of his class. Which class? Well, if he scored 17, he can't be in class Y because the highest score was only 16. So he is in class X. Now remember, the median represents halfway, so this is the 50% point, and the lower quartile is the 25% point, and the upper quartile is the 75%. So we can conclude from that that Michael is somewhere above the upper quartile. So he will be in the top 25%, of performers in class X? And that is your answer.